In this lecture, I'll give you a quick overview and rundown of every section in this course, so you have an idea of what you can hope to achieve or hope to learn from each section. Section 1 is our introduction to orchestration. So here we're going to start looking at the orchestration process itself and learn an important orchestration concept that we'll be revisiting throughout the course. In section 2, we'll look at the strings and the orchestra. So here we're going to dive deep into the orchestra itself, learn about the types of orchestras, the layouts, numbers, sections, those sorts of things, and then we will focus directly on the string family. So we're going to learn about the physical characteristics of the string family, what each instrument sounds like, so you have a general overview of the string family by the end of this section. The third section is a rather large section, and that is because the strings have just so many articulations and techniques, and I wanted to cover, well, pretty much all of it. So here you'll find a massive section in the course. It's quite a lot to take in, but also necessary to learn in order to do orchestration. We have to learn all the articulations first so that we have a very good understanding and knowledge of what the strings can do, and then we can use that to do orchestration. Otherwise, it's pretty much impossible. So we must learn instrumentation first, or the study of the string instruments, before we can use them in orchestration. Section 4 is where we're looking at the string articulations in real music applications or real scores. So here we're going to be looking at works by Bartók, Mendelssohn, Grieg, and so on, and we're going to study just string articulations. So we're going to dissect the piece, or rather a movement of the piece, and learn how those articulations have been used. Section 5 is, again, learning about the stringed instruments. By this stage, we still haven't learned enough about these string instruments, so this section will cover even more detail about each member of this string family. Here we will discuss the tonal characteristics of each string, of each instrument, the limitations of each instrument, and in general what you can and can't do with them. Section 6 is when we're actually looking in depth into orchestration. So here we're going to analyze real orchestral scores again, but this time we're not looking at articulations, we're looking at orchestration itself. So here we'll be looking at different layers of orchestration and how you can use certain techniques, certain articulations to achieve melody layer, the background layer, and so on. The final section is a course project. So here we're actually going to take everything that we've learned and compose our first orchestral composition for strings. So we're going to do this all step by step, and you'll follow along with me as I'm composing one myself. We'll start off by planning the composition, then you'll go off and come up with ideas for your composition, and then we'll be developing that into a full orchestration. This section will really get you thinking and planning your orchestrations well. You have to know how to use what you have, so which articulations would be best to present a certain passage or a certain line, and you'll be actually doing this yourself. So that is how the breakdown of the course will work and what each section hopes to accomplish.